Unless you have someone that, okay.
Well, I know, John.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Huh?
Happy Valentine's
Well,
Day.
happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Somewhere here I have some agendas if anybody needs one. Anybody in our great big audience. We are 4 of us here. Linda is in safari somewhere in the middle of the Amazon.
Yeah, that's right.
She's gonna have some stories when she gets back. Anyhow, public comment, we have no public, so I would assume that nobody wishes to speak. Approval of minutes, January 10th and January 17th. If they look good, I take a motion.
So moved.
I haven't seen them.
I
Okay.
emailed today.
Oh,
My internet's been out.
do you want to take a minute? Do you want to take a minute to read through them?
I'm sure they're fine.
We're not in a rush.
I was gonna say we could table it and move on.
Move table that and fun.
Let her read.
That's January 17th?
Yes, you
Oh,
weren't
that's
at the
the selectmen,
selectmen's
yeah.
meeting, you were not there.
Well, while you're reading that, we'll
Okay.
move on to the next and old business. We have a draft letter to the Board of Selectmen with our recommendations. Does everybody have a copy?
No. Did you
Everybody?
send it? Yeah, yes, you did send it.
I did send it, yeah. And I got,
I read the draft.
yeah, well, if the draft is satisfactory,
Yes.
I'd send it out just the way it is and
Here's this.
Yeah, I didn't see a word that needed to be changed.
take a
I
motion.
move to accept the recommendation letter to the Board of Selectmen.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Moving on to new business, we're sort of at next steps and what we're going to do down the road. I keep hearing the chairman of the Board of Selectmen talking about wanting to convert the town clerk from elected to appointed. I don't know what the plan is for this year, whether they're going to put an article in to do a charter change this year. But I just stopped by and asked Emily if she would join us at our next meeting, and she said she would love to do that,
Okay.
talk
Okay,
about
good.
this with
All right.
us.
All right.
I think we might as well be ready
Yeah,
and have that conversation with her,
yeah.
because we may be asked to weigh in on it in time for this town meeting. So I was happy that she was here and I could find her easily. So. And the other item is the status of this $75,000 that was voted for a consultant. We have heard nothing about it. Do we want to write to the Board of Selectmen and ask them what their intention is about this, or just let it sit and wait?
I would
Is
let
it?
I would let it
Sit
sit.
and wait. I agree with that.
Yeah.
This was voted, so the money is there.
Oh, yes. Yes, and we were led to believe that this money was to be to assist us in doing a real, top to bottom thorough review.
But if I'm
And-
reading between the lines, it would appear that the Board of Selectmen have perhaps a different agenda on this than we do.
That's what seems to be coming through.
Yeah.
At one point, they were talking about, talking to us about appointing a whole separate committee to do this.
Exactly, and
And now it appears that maybe they want to have the consultant to advise them. I don't know.
yeah, it sounds like the impression that I'm getting is that the Board of Selectmen are floating the idea of changing the entire form of government, which of course would be, then $75,000 to renew the charter is really,
Well, in order to do that,
Yeah.
it sounds like they might want to make an end run around the ballot,
well, yeah.
and somehow redo it without going to a ballot, going through the legislature.
Right.
This is the vibe I'm getting, and I
Well,
could
yeah,
be,
I'm reading between the lines.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk out there about this.
well,
And
I have come to the conclusion that it's time for a new charter commission.
that could well be the case, in
Mhm.
which case $75,000 is a moot point.
Well, whatever it is, but
Yeah.
it's also a heavy lift and it requires a lot of organization and planning, but I'm really, my head is really looking in that direction.
Yeah, well,
So we'll see how that goes, but okay, for the time being, we'll just let it rest.
yeah,
Yep.
I'd table that for the
I
moment.
believe that it's best, if this is what the Board of Selectmen are trying to put forward, let them be the one
Yeah,
to,
do whatever they think
Do
they want to
whatever.
do, and then...
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, well, heading back to the minutes, are you
yeah, no, I'm fine
all
with
set with those? So is there a motion to accept them?
So moved.
that. Second?
Moved and seconded to accept the minutes as printed. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Well, aside from that, and, perhaps talking at the next meeting about, I think by then a lot of things will have gelled.
Yeah.
A lot of things will become more clear. So we can talk to Emily, and that should be an interesting conversation.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
And we'll see where things rest at that point to decide which way we head next. And if nobody has anything else, take a motion to adjourn.
Do you want to set the next meeting date?
Next
before we
meeting
adjourn?
dates are
Would be the 14th.
14th. Yeah,
Yep,
I
March
think we've settled
14th.
on a regular meeting
Yes.
date now.
Okay,
March
okay.
14th?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
'cause I'm
second
going-
Tuesday.
I'm going away the 16th, so I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure that,
Yeah, I think we've got the room
yeah.
reserved for the second Tuesday at 5. It seems to be a good time for everybody, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Okay. And again, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned. We can